Hello, Paul here at Bloomsbury Farm on May 11th, 2018. I'm with Lauren, the proprietor here, and we are doing a juicing demonstration. So we brought our two juicers, and we're juicing kale, which tastes awesome and is really great. It's organic, and we're juicing carrots, and we're mixing the two together and just showing people how it tastes and how good it is. And it's a really great way to introduce your children to vegetables, because most kids these days will not touch a vegetable because they taste horrible. And the reason they taste horrible is they're not going to Bloomsbury Farm, and because the soils are really depleted and there's no minerals in them. But juicing has long been a big part of a lot of disease prevention therapies like the Gerson therapy, and just a way for athletes to gain athletic prowess and to run faster and jump higher. So I really recommend it. It's great for detoxing if you've eaten a really bad diet your whole life and you've shipwrecked your faith and you're 50 years old and just about to die like I was. Then juicing would be a really good idea. It can also postpone things like heart disease and cancer and things like that. If you're thinking you might struggle with that, if it runs in your family, just get a juicer and start juicing and make it a part of your regular nutrition program.
There you go.
So I have Ashlyn here. Thanks, Lauren.
Yes, thank you.
And I have Ashlyn here, who's she's our barista. And what we have to do is, people can't take too much kale juice because it's really strong. If you smell this, it's powerful. It's like chemotherapy is what we call it. So what we do is we mix that with the carrot juice and make it palatable. And if you're trying to get your kids interested in juicing, you don't want to feed them kale juice right away, or anybody for that matter, because it's just a little too strong. But when you mix it with kale, it's really good, and you can put it with some frozen bananas. What we do is we wait for the bananas to get really ripe on the kitchen table, and then when they get sort of brown and sweet, we put them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag and make ice cream out of it, and you can mix the kale in with that. But anything to get the kale in your system, that's the main thing. It's not going to do any good right there. It's got to be in your stomach. And then it's the most nutritious plant on the planet. Dr. Joel Fuhrman, who's a really great author and person who does the nutritarian diet, talks about the ANDI list, A-N-D-I list, and it lists all of the top foods that you could eat. And kale is the top one, and then collard, which is a kind of kale, and bok choy. But these dark green leafy vegetables are really, really important. And the molecule for the chlorophyll in the dark green leafy vegetables is the same as the molecule that's in your blood. It's a hemoglobin molecule, except for the centers of the two. So there's a lot of things in the dark green leafy vegetables and the chlorophyll that your body can use and to help you get really healthy. So if you have any questions, Ashley? No? Okay.
What is your ultimate juice?
The ultimate juice. Okay, well, we're going to make the ultimate juice here. We're going to get lemon, and we're going to get ginger, and then the kale, and the carrot, and then just anything that's available. I like to juice beets, and every day it's different. You never make the same juice all the time. It's always different because, it just depends what's available, what looks good, what's going bad in the fridge. A lot of times has, if you buy a lot of produce at the beginning of the week and then it starts to go bad, the juicer is your best friend, because you can just juice that stuff up, put it in a mason jar and keep it for an extra few days. And so it really all depends. I don't really go by recipes, although a lot of people do. I just put it down the juicer or in the blender and then down the hatch and off I go. So, well, thanks for watching my video. I'm out of kale, so I'm going to go reload, but we'll say goodbye there. Sorry for my green hand. Over and